Welcome to the 10 Minutes with God broadcast.
Thank you again for joining me today. It's Wednesday already, and I hope your week is ramping up real good. For those things that you had wanted to do and you've not done them, here's your cue to start. You still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and if you've started, then kudos to you. Today I'll be talking about power. Well, not power in the sense that we know normally. So when we think about power, usually we think about strength, we think about audacity, and all of that gusto. But in today's instance, we're talking about power in your story. The power in your story. So the power in your past. And there's so many of us that are either ashamed of our past, or for some reason we just don't feel that like our past is something that gives us a lot of power. I looked at the definition of power, and power is the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others, or to direct a certain course of events. So when I say that there's power in your story, it means that your story has power to either direct a certain course of events in future concerning you, or has the power to influence the behavior of others. And I like to say it this way, that because of what I've been through, the devil is going to be so nervous every time that I wake up every day. Because I've gone through a few things, my sisters were not hurt through a few things. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Let's look at the story of this same woman that we were looking at yesterday, the Samaritan woman at the well. And we'll look at just briefly verse 38 of John chapter 4. Verse 39 of John chapter 4. And it says, "And many of the Samaritans of that city believed in him because of the word of the woman who testified. The woman said, 'He told me all I ever did.' So when the Samaritans had come to him, they urged him to stay with them, and he stayed there 2 days. And many more believed because of his own word." Now, this woman, all she went to tell people is that, "Do you know that I did this, I did this, I did this?" And this man told me, there's something about our story that we need to take to the world. And we need to, sometimes that story is what the next woman needs, is what the next man needs to start a business, to get out of a hurting situation, to move into a place of purpose. When we keep our stories to ourselves, we're taking our stories and keeping a major treasure that God has given us to bring deliverance to the world. So as a lady, as a man, I say to people, what are the things that you have gone through in the past? What are the things that you have overcome? Have you ever won a battle before? Have you ever won a fight before? Have you ever put your hands on something and you succeeded at it? Have you sat down to identify the things that you did that brought you through? Have you put the story back to the world? Is it in writing a book? Is it in speaking to someone? Using your experience to bring deliverance to the world, one step at a time. And the flip side to it is this. Some of us are still going through a process. But we've gone through step 1, step 2, step 3. But the steps 1, 2, 3, we still have 4 and 5 and 6 to go. But using our story to help someone is actually the healing process that we need. Because, my pastor says something very interesting. He says the best way to keep yourself from sin is to preach to people around you, because then they keep watching you. Once you tell people that I'm going through this process and this is how I'm winning my battles, you are gingered to win your battles some more. So have you gone through a broken marriage? Have you gone through a business failure? Have you gone through, whatever it is that you have gone through, there's power in that story. And that story, you need to go back, get your sisters, untie your sisters, find your power. Somebody needs the overflow from your experience. Somebody needs the whole overflow from the things you've been through. Your power lies in your story. And you see, our purpose is usually, there's a color of what we go through that is related to our purpose. So if you've been through a certain challenge, it's because there's a purpose. Some part of your purpose is linked to the fact that you can bring deliverance to people going through the same thing. So this is something that if you drop, you're dropping a major part of your journey to purpose. I'm saying to people today that we need to look back. We need to look back at our past. Don't let a shameful past remain shame for you, because it's past. It's past, so it's not shame anymore. The fact that you're still standing today means there's a warrior in you who won, who moved on, who did well afterwards. So it's not shame anymore. It may be a shameful past, but the key word is past. You need to draw the lessons from that past and begin to help people, begin to make the devil nervous because of what he went through. I said, devil, you messed with the wrong woman, and because you messed with me, you will not mess with some of my other sisters. Because you messed with me, you will not mess with some other lives. Some of us need to gain that strength for our children. Some of us need to gain that strength for people around us, for our staff, for someone who is hurting. Draw the power in your past. What part of your past haven't you given to God to begin to use to help humanity, to help your own Jerusalem? I implore you today to take on your past, take on your story, and begin to bring glory to God and begin to bring healing to the woman next door simply because you went through, she won't go through. That's my heart cry today. Please come together, everyone who has gone through something, and help the person next door. There's power in your story. There's no shame in any past. There's only glory in a past that you have been through and you have overcome. Take that story and begin to help the world. That's what God wants from us. That's what God wants from me. That's what God wants from you. And we will see that gradually, step by step, we'll make the world a better place. And the devil will be sad that he ever made us go through everything that he made us go through. Thank you very much. Have yourself a lovely day. Write a book. Write a note to someone. Show someone the way simply because you went through. Thank you very, very much. Have yourself a beautiful day.
Thank you for watching. We are sure you were blessed. Join us tomorrow on the 10 Minutes with God broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos at Ibukun Adebayo Adedayo. Also check out our blog at www.ibukunadedayo.com. Follow us on Instagram at Daddy's Girls Rock and Facebook at Ibukun Adebayo Adedayo. Thank you.